Hey everybody, Peapod's coming to you with another video today for December the 22nd, 2017. You only got 9 more days to do what you need to do in 2017. Then after that, it's a wrap. Anyway, I'm coming to you a little bit different today in this video. I want to talk about Bitcoin's drop. And I'm recording this at 8:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Bitcoin has been dropping for the past 4 to 5 days. Okay, and you know some people that I know they're kind of fretting about, well, what do I do? You know, I bought Bitcoin. Do I sell? Do I hold? You know, people are really confused when it comes to situations like this where it has dropped from 20,000. You know, we were at 20,000 on Sunday, and now we're at 12,650. What do you do? Well, you got some choices. You can sell now, and you probably will have a loss, especially if you bought at the top. You can sell, and hopefully, you know, you make some profit. You can hold and just um, wait out the storm, or you can invest into like a lending platform like BitConnect, or you can invest in Devor lending platform. There's um, Hexacoin lending platform. There's all other lending platforms where you can get 1% return, or roughly about 1% return on the day. Now, there's another platform like USI Tech where you can invest your Bitcoin in there, and then you get back 1% a day. But USI Tech, they give it back to you in Bitcoin. So you can do that. Now, me personally, what I'm going to do, and I'm not advising anybody on what they need to do, I'm holding, right? And then I'm going to buy even more once we get into this oversold territory, which is usually below 40 on the RSI. Now, um, because I got a vision that Bitcoin is going to surpass all currencies eventually. Now, I'm showing you the daily chart, right? So here we were in the oversold territory, anything like above 70, and this is the RSI chart, anything above 70, you're oversold. So usually once I see this, I see it as a sell signal, you know, um, up until I see like one of these red bars, I say, okay, I need to probably sell at this point. Okay, so when I did see this, I did sell. Okay, and then once I saw this bar right here, I bought back in. So I bought in roughly at the same price, and I wrote it, and I wrote it, and I wrote it, and then I saw here, and I sold some because I saw this large red bar. Okay, I just sold some of my Bitcoin, not a lot, but I'm a holder. But I do want to take some profits. So you definitely want to take some profit um, if you can, okay? But with Bitcoin, you got to have a vision because you're going to have these ups and downs all the time, right? It's a very volatile type of, can't say currency because I guess people do use it to purchase things, but it's more like an investment. You have to see it as an investment, right? And so if you look at the last time this happened, it happened back in the early part of November. And this is when Segwit 2X was canceled. So it went down, and I think it dipped just after Veterans Day here in the US. And then people started buying back in because there was word on the street of CME futures coming. So that's why you see this run up here from like the middle of November all the way until like the middle of December, is because the CME futures were coming, the CBOE futures, you know, through the hat and the ring, and now you see the big run up. And then after that, hey, people are like, okay, there's no major news in Bitcoin. Let me start taking some profit, or let me start taking some profit for some Christmas gifts or holiday gifts or what have you. So it's going to happen in Bitcoin. This was a dramatic run up. We were at the lowest at 5 and went all the way to 20,000 in a matter of a month. Yeah, of course it's going to decrease. You got to think to yourself, like, is this going to continue on forever? No, it's not. There's always going to be a pullback, just like with the stock market. Stock market, the Dow is at almost 25,000. There's going to be a pullback at some point. Investors are going to start taking profit at some point. Bitcoin, it just happened more quicker. Now, the last time we had this huge dip, let's go all the way back to September. We had a high of around 4,500 and it went all the way down to like around 3,500, even a low of below 3,000. And this was all when, the whole China issue with them closing exchanges, and you had Jamie Dimon remarks of saying that it was a fraud and so on and so on. So you had this massive exodus because Bitcoin work on people's emotions, right? And so people sold, and then you had this green bar, and people started buying in, and I was one of them. Okay, because you always want to buy low, right? So, and then let's see, we hit oversold territory here, we hit oversold territory here. So just remember, this is like, okay, if you are trading it on and off, this is a signal that tells you, hey, I probably need to start thinking about selling or selling. Okay. Now the last correction, I believe, was in July. Yeah, July. I don't remember what this small correction was for, but we hit like 2,500. We went down below 2,000, right? So we lost about 20%, and then it took off from there. And we hit this oversold signal, which is at around 30. We hit oversold. See this green bar? That's when you want to buy in. You want to buy in. Now, does this happen often where it always continues to go up? Probably 8 times out of 10 it does. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay. So that was that. And we hit oversold territory back in early June. And then it kind of went sideways. It took a dip and so on and so on. And then back in May, we hit an oversold situation. Then it dipped. And you can go all the way back. And my mouse isn't moving. You can go all the way back to April and May. We hit it there. I believe that there was an ETF about to happen, and this was a little bit before I started getting into Bitcoin. But there was a major correction because the ETF was denied by the SEC, right? And so there was a correction. Things got hashed out. People were like, oh, this is a great buying opportunity. And then you saw it take off again. Okay, so you're gonna have these ups and downs and dips. We may see this even go to 10,000. Who knows? We don't know. But don't think it's the end of the world. Bitcoin will bounce back, and have that vision. Bitcoin isn't around just for a paycheck or anything. This is a long-term thing. This is a long-term vision. You just can't see Bitcoin for just a day or a couple weeks. You got to have that longer term vision, such as a year, 2 years, 3 or 4 years. Look at the folks that had the vision back in 2010 and 2011 when they bought Bitcoin for $1 and $5 and $10, right? And so on and so on, or even $100. And look at where they're sitting now. This is a longer term thing, and that's what happens with all stocks. You want to buy the dips, and you want to hold and see what happens. So I guess that's it for today. Hopefully this video was somewhat reassuring that Bitcoin is not going anywhere, and we will see what happens in the next few days. Okay. All right. So I got some links below if you're interested in like lending platforms or what have you. I got links to buy Bitcoin or buy Ethereum and Litecoin. If you're interested, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel. And that's it for today, okay? So, do me one favor. Have a blessed day. Teapots out.